Hi guys, welcome to the Repad podcast. My name is Janita Maya, and on today's podcast, we are discussing why some Africans in the diaspora disassociate themselves from Africa. Okay? But before we do that, let our co-hosts introduce themselves. 10, please.
Hello, everyone.
I would even change it this time.
I just changed up. Hello, everyone. DJ Maintain, DJ and producer. I've been living in Kampala for 4 years now, navigating my way through this amazing country.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
And I'm Rachel Nalumu, content creator and in marketing, and I've been here for 2.5 years.
Yeah. Perfect. Now tell us, why do some people abroad or people in the diaspora disassociate themselves from Africa? Like they don't want to be linked to Africa. Like you're clearly black and you have an accent, but you want to claim you're from somewhere else. Why is that?
Okay, I will say from experience living in like a big multicultural city, I feel like everyone was, as a child, was trying to find like a place, a foundation, you know? And people would just make fun of everybody that wasn't them. So you would find that because of, I remember my sister getting made fun of because of my mom packing her food and the way it smelt, right? Meanwhile, like, I'm like, there's a bunch of different ethnicities at the school. Like they all have crazily different smelling foods. But anyway, that, and then moving to that was a multicultural city. That was in Toronto. Then we moved to white suburbia. And I remember meeting a guy and he literally was like, yeah, my name, no, he said he was Jamaican. I wish I could say his name, but I'm not going to do that. But when you hear his name, you're like, you are not Jamaican. Like, because at the time it was cool to be Jamaican. Yeah, and I'm like, God. You look and your name sounds African. Like you're crazy. And people didn't believe him because it was white suburbia, right? They didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it was that thing of being made fun of and Africa being suppressed and looked down on, which is like nice now that the narrative is starting to change. Yeah.
And then why give us your point of view?
So as a Caribbean,
That's a start off.
let me just put that out there. Yeah. So where I grew up, right, it wasn't the most like affluent area, right? So a lot of my friends were proud of where, you know, their heritage.
Yes, where they're from. Yeah.
we would. Our parents would make sure we were proud because they knew what we was going to face at some point. Because if we wasn't made to feel valued and proud of our heritage, like your friend who...
Oh, the one who thinks he's Jamaican?
Yeah. Well,
assimilated.
Well, like, you know, we'll say they're Jamaican or they'll say they're, you know, they're whatever, just to fit in and not be teased.
Right, yeah.
But if you're proud about, you know, your heritage and what you got going on, you will stand up and you will argue, no, it's not just this. We also have that and that. So, yeah. So when I grew up, it was like a little mixture of both. It was like, if it wasn't instilled in you as a child, you kind of left to make your way through, and growing up, it's harsh.
Yeah, it is.
So, you know, you do what you do to make it easier for yourself and to just, you know, just fit in, because you just want to fit in. Whether you're a kid or even with adults. You know, I mean, let's not just put it down to just kids. Like adults, you just want to fit in, right? You just want to, like, you want people to like you.
I think it starts there, and then you can see how it changes as adults. I don't think it goes away. I think it definitely, if anything, the light is shined on. Anyway, I'll say topics after, but
No, but we also have, like, you know, the people who come back, we call them Basama. Yeah, because they come to Uganda.
I was a Musama for a while. I was like, guys, I live here now. Leave me alone.
So when they come back, but still, it's like they don't want to connect with the motherland, with the country. It's like,
what do you feel like is what do you feel like they're not doing, or they're doing to not connect?
It's like you come back and then you want to rub it in everyone's face that you're in summer. You want to emphasize your accent, yet we know there's a Ugandan accent somewhere. You can literally switch it if you wanted to. You want to, you know that people who show off their passports. What?
Yeah,
some Ugandans, that British passports. Oh, it's like, now
I took a passport picture today. I hope that's not what people thought I was doing.
No, but like, you know, some people use Snapchat or like, this is my passport or whatnot. Like, it's definitely of course it's definitely better than the Ugandan one and whatnot. In terms of
but I'm going to say something.
But you see, they come.
I get
they come here, and then it's like, I thought you came here to try and connect with your people and whatnot. But you come here and you want to separate yourself, differentiate yourself from.
I get you, but
why?
It sounds like showing off to me.
Yeah, it is. And I see it. I get what
But
you're
where
saying.
does
I
this
see it.
stem from? Like, why? Why is there a need to show off?
I think it's that thing I was saying about kids, and then it translates into ugliness as adults. Like, there's from who you marry, the people you try to associate with, the lingo you try to use. You see people are trying so hard to stifle and hide their ethnic roots, even though they're raised in homes where they're like, be proud of who you are. Like, you definitely still see it.
Yeah.
I think for me, growing up, I had an issue with my heritage because I knew, like, it stems from West Africa. But when I was growing up, all you saw was...
Did you try and fight that?
Say again?
Did you try and fight that?
Yeah.
You were one of those?
Oh,
Those
yeah.
Caribbeans.
It was like, but let me break it down. It was like, but all I saw presented to me was like hunger, famine,
flies in children's faces.
Flies, Live Aid,
Starving.
like big
Starving
concert raising
Africans.
money. Like, no, that's all I saw. I've never been to Africa
$1
before.
for an African child.
And I didn't have African friends till I was $1 a week can help. All those adverts, like literally, that's all I saw.
Oh, I don't blame you.
And like, I didn't have African friends maybe till I started high school. And then when I started hanging around with my Nigerian friends, my Ghanaian friends, etc., it changed because I'm a lot like my dad. I'm always observant, and if I see it, I believe it. Right?
Yes.
So when I started hanging around with my friends, and then it was going back to Africa and coming back and showing me the photos of like what they was getting up to and things like that, I was thinking, wait a minute,
what's going on?
Yeah.
It was like something better than what I
These reports are supposed to have ethics and like show the whole story, not just one aspect of it. And I think that really messed with my perception of Africa as a kid. So if someone said, "Oh, you look a little bit Ethiopian, you from Africa?" No.
Yeah,
I get angry. But as I got older and I learned more myself and I experienced more myself, it just broke all that away. And I'm so glad I'm better for it. But I think a lot of people are not like me and don't get that opportunity.
A lot of people are
to break that, that narrative. So a lot of people are ashamed by the association.
Yeah.
So I think to this day.
To this day, really, because now I feel like
it's not
I
good.
feel like being African is now a trend.
It's a
It's
trend.
like people now want it. They want to be associated with Africa so much. It's like, the Afrobeats,
a bit too much.
the coming back and whatnot, the partying and whatnot. Like they've turned it. It's like a whole hashtag on TikTok, going back to Africa and like showing up, which is not bad. I'm not saying, but you can see some people who are just doing it for the sake of views.
They're doing
you
doing
just
it
want to
'cause it's hype
associate
now.
yourself with Africa
It's
because
convenient
now
right
it's
now.
the-
It looks cool right now.
Thank
WizKid is selling
you.
tickets for $400 now. So it makes
Exactly. Yeah. Those same
it feels
people.
cool to be African.
Well,
now.
those same people were probably following Beanie Man and Sean Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, and now it's switched, and those are the sort of people that not
But
really.
to go back to your point about Basama who come, I see it all the time, and a lot of people who
There's chance there. So.
the what?
Yeah,
No, you were talking.
Maintain is trying to distract us.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's stay focused.
My bad. Yeah. My bad.
Anyway, I was going to say about Basama who come, and I get this all the time, right? Because I obviously grew up all of my life in Canada. So I have a lot of friends who are like, how are you surviving there? How is it going? And then they'll come and visit and like just the questions or the whatever. And I'm like, what? I was just like, it's just so funny, their perspective. So I can see what you mean about when they come back, there's a bit of like an air or like,
I'm
this
better
thing.
than you.
Yeah, but it's not all of them. I don't think it's a better than. I think it's just trying to understand, like they feel a disconnect too. Kind of like I was saying in the loneliness
Video.
but the loneliness video. I guess that's just what it is.
There's a loneliness video out there.
We did happiness video, but anyway.
Loneliness.
But
Sorry.
a bit of a disconnect. So what comes off as just maybe just being naive comes off to us who live here as an air of you think you're better than. But I don't think it necessarily means that.
Yeah.
However, I will say this, and I think people might come for me, but it's okay. There's a difference between Basama. They're not all the same. There's Basama who went abroad and they've struggled. They didn't have a certain, I don't know, like you've gone to do odd jobs, your family, that's kind of what your parents were in, and it was just a different upbringing than ones who were more like pushed to go for school and go for like that. There's a big difference, and I can even see the difference when they come. Now the ones who are splurging, showing off like watches and that, where it's a little too much, that's usually the, like, I hate to say it, people are gonna come for me, but whatever. Those usually, from what I see, are the ones where it's like your parents went abroad for cheo or whatever, and then have come, and it's like, I didn't have that. Now is my time. Now it's my opportunity, right? Where the rest of us is like, we've been brought up in that. It doesn't matter. It's not that serious.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, but
cool.
you know, you can't blame them because there are people, there are also Kampala people who go to the villages, and it's like they're different people.
All of a sudden,
like, all of a sudden,
Really?
all of a sudden, you can't shout cold water. Okay, it's like, now they must boil water for you as a special guest. Someone in the background is touched because.
I'm so done.
But you understand, like,
you haven't even left the country. What is it? You good? Bring tissue.
Several bad puns later.
I can't. It's not. It's the cold water bit that's killing you.
The boil. So you boil water now.
So now I'm gonna sound so ignorant. Not everyone boils water though. To, like, just to.
No, they
so
can't. They can't. But I'm saying sometimes when you go to like the village,
you forget like where you came from.
Fit in and just move. It's just like 2 days. So for 2 days, just survive. For
I am
2 days.
not the target audience.
But
I am the boiling water. I'm like, please, I need my comfort.
Yeah, I understand. I didn't want to say like it's boiling water alone. It's just like the whole situation. Now all of a sudden, do you know that poor the village? Like, I wish there was KFC here. What? You're in that village. Eat what's available. Also, now you're craving KFC and CJs, and it's like you're fancy. Come on. So before we go for the Basama, let's look in ourselves.
Within ourselves over here. Shoot. Pew pew, Jonita. Pew pew.
Yo, Jonita, man.
But actually, you're probably right. Yeah, I didn't notice, but that's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. But just to tap, when you're raised up in the wherever it is, in the Canada, in the UK, are you taught your culture? Because I feel like there's a disconnect. If you're not taught your culture, then you don't know it.
I think it depends on the household.
Oh.
Yeah, like it depends on how much your own parents care. Like, for example, I don't speak Luganda, but it was my first language growing up, like what I knew. But then we moved, and my parents were just used to speaking English, just spoke English. But we still ate Ugandan food in the house every day. To this day, my mom was like, I need my gonja, I need my matoke. She's there peeling, and I'm
African
like,
mums and matoke.
Right? She's like, pasta. And I'm like, you've lived here like in Canada longer than you've lived in Uganda. She's like, I can't. That's not my food. Stuff like that. So like you do get like bits and pieces. I just loved the households that were like full throttle. And I know that the people, that my friends who grew up in those households hated it, but I'm sure they appreciate it now.
Yeah, because now if you come to Uganda, you can still eat the same food.
Yeah. People
what
are
about
like,
you, Minton?
Sorry?
The culture. Were you taught the culture?
Yeah, so it was like, my parents like didn't go out of their way, but they would put me around family, around situations that taught me.
Yeah.
And I've got so many, like my mum's side of the family is quite small, but my dad's side, huge. So I've got so many cousins and uncles, and they would break down like, you know, where my mum's from and my dad's from, like, you know, my dad's from Dominica, and they speak like Creole, like a broken French. So that was spoken a lot in my family. And my dad is a bit, I don't know, he was always like, I said, Dad, why did you never teach me? He goes, well, I would prefer for you to learn French rather than broken French. But I think he was lying because he just wanted to talk about me.
Does he speak French?
In front. I think he can understand it.
Oh, okay.
Do
you speak French?
No.
Oh.
So he didn't teach me.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
But I know French.
Because you're smart.
I
love that.
No, because we're taught French in primary school.
Yeah. I was
That's
taught
why.
French but I was... Me and school, as you can probably, we had a bad relationship. But my dad just wanted to talk about me in front of family members and not have me not understand.
Yeah.
So that's why he never taught me. And now we're older, and
is that what he told you, or you just decided?
that's what I decided.
Okay,
And I said it to him, and he just laughed. So that that means yes in my book.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Perfect, guys. Thank you so much. I feel like that was lovely. Thank you so much for your inputs.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. But do
please.
tell the people where to find you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. So
So one move.
every time. At
swift.
Rachel Nelumu on Instagram and on YouTube. And I do have Pinterest and all these and Snapchat
Oh,
and stuff.
by the way.
But it's just not Rachel Nelumu. You just Miss Rach XO, 2 A's. Just find me on the other
Yeah.
two. You'll find the other ones.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, DJ Maintain on all social mediums you could possibly think of.
Yeah.
I'm out there.
Yeah, and Kengana Nation on all social media platforms. Make sure you like
Nice
this
to meet
video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next time.
See you.
Bye.
Guys.